championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Doubly taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Waiting. Right there. 56. Bring it. Ram.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm here. Sunday. Here,
47, check Mike 47. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mike 53. Exit.
Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington.
Run.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
You ain't going nowhere. Wait.
Hey, watch Sam.
Easy. Hey.
Mike 54.
Get him.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Winston. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown.
Jared Cook there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Baby, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
Back. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Deep ball for Goodwin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing.
And he's not going to get out of the end zone. Murray is taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Get ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Watch the run.
Check 9. 82.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
We want it. Come to my world.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, stop. Shoot.
Watch the run. Match box.
Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting, back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Great 15. Great 15. Kill.
Throwing now is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And now he's touchdown, Eagles.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 46 down, man. 5-4.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Don't get nervous. Slam.
Big edge.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Wentz, and that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
Sonic. Double up. Sonic. Double up.
Check. Let's go.
Out of the gun is Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Just like that.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There we go. Back. 120.
On 1st down, Sanders. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
47's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Porky, 82, Porky. Hey, Delta. 27 Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, D.
Let's see if they do it anyway. First throw now for the backup Breeze. He'll have a first down past the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Murray. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
And 12 yards to go.
Ready. 95, 56. 95, 56. 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 62 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go. Great.
I'm coming after you.
Tighten up. 61. Matchbox lights.
Watch out.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
It's going to be a long day. 47 Mike.
Wentz now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. He'll come out in the pistol.
Check, 47. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
49. Check.
Come on. Sunday.
Check 30.
Topper. Let him go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Your trip is here.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on third down, Breeze. He'll let this thing go, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And this is Clark with the ground. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, easy.
Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Breeze. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
That's what I'm talking about.
Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now this throw caught left side. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Let's go, boys.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw, it's Wentz.
Yo.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. On first down, Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Topper! Hey, Echo!
Breeze now on first down. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
SOS.
On first down, Breeze looking for six. And this is caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
53's Mike. Go.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Sponge.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught inside the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Wait. Green, triple team. Echo.
Winston. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
57's Mike. Hey, Red 5-2, out here.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Winston throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.